Sharon here from Be Divine Vintage with my latest journal from my Gardens of Enchantment series. Beautifully embellished and collaged. Little trinket on the front there with a glass bead. Tiny envelope with a tiny journaling card. Whoops! There. It just fits. I'm going to put it back in because if I don't, I will lose it. We've got sari silk closure, and on the back here is my hand stamped label. Sari silk, and we open up. This book is made mainly of vintaged and papers embellished with vintage and antique goodies. We've got paper from My Porch Prints, papers that are hand dyed with avocado, coffee, red cabbage. Red cabbage being one of my favourite things to dye with. I'll mention that again shortly. So let's go without further ado. So under this vintage coffee stain lace, we've got the opening page. There we go. We've got a My Porch Prints paper with a glassy in bag and a little fairy tag for you to journal on. We've got quite a embellished half of a sandwich bag, and in there is another journaling tag which is collaged and coffee stained. Let's go through. Here we go. This page has got a vintage little coaster on it, not embroidered, crocheted coaster with a journaling tag, and then a larger, once again collaged and coffee stained tag. This is the red cabbage stain. I love the red cabbage in that I feel it's like nature's litmus. So depending on what paper you're using and the acidity in it, it can change colour. So you can have beautiful deep purple stains like this, or bright pink stains. It never ceases to amaze me. I just love red cabbage stain. Here we've got a little charm. He's a little worm. Can you see him there? He's ever so cute, dangling away there. And here an altered envelope, and in there is some airmail paper with lots of space for journaling on. It's nice and light, that as well. Again, papers from My Porch Prints, and some Edith Holden you can probably spot there. We've got another altered envelope with a journaling card, and a little pixie stamp again. Another altered envelope with a large journaling card this time. And again, Edith Holden at the back. On the back of this, we have got a snippet roll with an envelope, Edith Holden envelope, and in there is a little book that I've been inspired to make by, oh, can't untie it, by Laurie, Girl on the Ridge, and it's made from a little paper bag, and it doesn't want to untie, but it has done now. This is avocado print paper and My Porch Prints papers, coffee stained, and in the front and the back pocket is a little tiny altered playing card. Very pretty. This paper here is from the 1920s, so that's going to make it approximately 100 years old. So I think that would allow itself to be called antique paper. We've got another collaged and mixed media paper, altered bag here with some more mixed media art on there. On the other side of it, in here, we have got a tag from the Royal Horticultural Society. It's a postcard vintage tag. And in the middle is some cardstock that's been decoupaged. I love this napkin. and I wanted to keep the picture because I think it's so pretty and I love the colours. So I've gessoed on that so you can write on there. Here is the other half of the paper bag. And in there is another of the Royal Horticultural Society postcards and space to journal. The antique paper and an embossed stamp there of a rose. Edith Holden with journaling space. A little rusted and altered paper clip. And in here we have a little envelope which I am not going to open up. However, there is instructions inside on the front there, because inside there are some love hearts of paper which have got in them impregnated in some seeds for forget-me-nots. And forget-me-nots are one of my favourite flowers, always remind me of my grandfather. I have lots of his forget-me-nots still going in my garden in springtime. So those are forget-me-nots. You soak the paper and then you plant it. The instructions are in there. We have got an altered paper clip. Moving on, oh, the little pixie again. An altered paper clip, use your wings. And there is one of the Royal Horticultural Society postcards, along with My Porch Prints little envelope and a little picture here to journal on the back. Again, this page has been coffee dyed and stamped. I love this stamp, this mushroom house. That would be my perfect house if I was a fairy. I would definitely live there. Here we've got an altered paper clip with a fairy stamp, and on the back of there we've got this beautiful, if you can see it, embossed fairy, golden embossed fairy. Under the flip we've got two journaling cards, plenty of space for journaling on, as you can see. This is an altered envelope, upcycled envelope, another upcycled envelope with a journaling tag, more journaling space on the coffee dyed and stamped paper, and then the back side of the sandwich bag, again with a journaling tag inside there. On the back here is antique paper, French paper, so I don't know what it says, it's all in French there, but that again has been dyed with the red cabbage stain. Really pretty, really pretty. This, I don't know if I said, but this is A5 size, because I know it's all, the outside is A5 size because I use an A4 sheet of corrugated card. This book journal is available in my Etsy store, which is Be Divine Vintage, BEADIVINE Vintage, Be Divine Vintage. Go on over and have a look. There's lots and lots of things in there, journals and lots of ephemera from the last century or so, a few antiques on there too, and some of the other crafts that I make. Thank you to my subscribers, and please can I ask you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. That would be wonderful. As soon as I get 100 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway, and that will be in the form of a journal similar to this, or some antique stroke vintage linen, which would be up to the winner to choose which they wanted. So once again, thank you for watching, and see you again soon. Bye bye.